everyone, we are from Group 1 and we will discuss about the site of the first Mass in the Philippines. But first, let's talk about its identification and evaluation.
So here po, there's a two claim na pinaniniwalaan ng mga Filipino regarding to this controversial topic in Philippine history, ang Limasawa claim and Butuan claim. Saan nga ba talaga naganap ang first mass? So before we going to discuss yung topic na yan, first alamin natin kung ano yung mga naganap sa unang misa. Here, tinatawag itong the first baptism in the country dahil nga ito na ang century o panahon kung saan nag-start ang Catholic influence. Ito ang naging hudyat ng pagpasok ng Katolisismo sa ating bansa. Nagkaroon sila ng blood compact or sanduguan, tanda ng kanilang pagkakaibigan at pagpayag na ganapin ang mass na ninanais ni Magellan na gawin. After the mass, as a gift for the datus and natives or locals na dumalo sa misa, inutusan ni Magellan ang mga tauhan niya na magtayo ng isang malaking krus na gawa sa kahoy. So, the biggest question here ay kung saan nga ba naganap ang first mass. There are always two claiming places sa usaping ito. On the other hand, NHCP or National Historical Commission already declared that Limasawa is the site for the first mass. However, let's take a look at the evidences of both sides para na rin malaman natin bakit sila nag-end up sa ganong desisyon.
Dalawang lugar lang ang pinagtatalunan, Limasawa o Butuan. Let's start with Limasawa. In Limasawa claim, sina Pigafetta and Albo ang tinuturing na primary source or evidence dahil sila ay physically present at tinuturing silang eyewitness. Before we tackle the Antonio Pigafetta's account, let us know who he is. So Pigafetta is one of the members of Magellan's expedition and also one of the 18 men who returned to Spain in 1522. So let's tackle the Limasawa claim. In Antonio Pigafetta's account. So according to Antonio Pigafetta's journal, during the expedition of Magellan, the first mass was held on Easter Sunday, March 31, 1521, on island called Mazawa or also known as Limasawa as of today. So, the first mass was held on March 31, 1521. It is the Eastern Sunday. It is the first documented Catholic mass in the Philippines. It was conducted by Father Pedro de Valderrama of Ferdinand Magellan's expedition. Second, two native chieftains were in attendance, the Raja of Mazawa and the Raja of Butuan. These are the two native chieftains, Raja Colambu, the ruler of Limasawa, and Raja Siagu, the ruler of Butuan, both of whom kissed and prayed with crew. The third one is after the mass, the party went up Little Hill and planted wooden cross upon its summit. Fourth, the testimony as regards the route taken by the expedition from the Pacific Ocean to Cebu. So meaning to say, it's really pointing out to Limasawa. If it depends account would tell us that there is a route is from Pacific Ocean going to Cebu, then certainly madadaanan talaga nila ang Limasawa. Fifth, the evidence of Pigafetta's gap. There's an evidence in Pigafetta's map that it's really their route at hindi sila humantong sa Mindanao Park. The last one, the events of the 7 days at the island of Mazawa. They stayed 7 days, going to prior to their expedition to Cebu.
Now let's move on to another supporting evidence galing naman sa journal ni Francisco Albo. So Francisco Albo was Magellan's pilot and one of the 80 survivors who successfully returned on the ship Victoria after circumnavigating the world. According to Francisco Albo's log, Francisco Albo, who is an eyewitness of the Magellan's voyage, stated that the first mass in the Philippines took place on an island called Masawa in Albo's account. According to Albo's account, they sailed southwards along coast of Ceylani. They turned southwest to Masawa. Sa kanilang paglalakbay, napunta sila sa lugar na tinawag niyang Masawa at doon nila ginanap ang unang misa. He indicated that the planted a cross was erected on the summit of a mountain, and according to Francisco Albo, at the summit of the mountain, you can see 3 islands from west and southwest, whereas Butuan can be seen in the north direction. Moving forward to Masawa, Albo and others planted a cross on the summit, and from that place you can see the different islands surrounding the mountain. Mazawas lies at latitude of 9 2/3 degree north, and it fits in the location of small islands of Limasawa south of Leyte.
Now, let's move on and dumako na tayo sa other claim, which is the Butuan or Masao claim. The first belief or popular belief before is the first mass was really held in Butuan, because this is what is written in the traditions of the Catholic Church here in the Philippines, and it was held on the island of Masao in Butuan, Agusan del Norte. So, ayun yung pagkakaalam ng mga praile and paring Espanyol na nandito sa Pilipinas nung unang panahon. There is a map that they found in 1734 that they call Morilla Belardimar. Sinasabi rito na yung mga tauhan ni Magellan ay pumunta sa Butuan bago bumalik sa Limasawa at pumunta ng Cebu. In 1872, Catholics placed a monument of cross where the first mass took place, and in its current location, it is located in the town of Magallanes near Butuan City. Isa sa mga nagpapalakas ng claim ng mga pro-Butuan ay ang krus na ito. Ayon kay Father Combes, wala siyang binanggit na kaganapan ng unang misa, ngunit binanggit niya ang pagtatayo ng krus sa Butuan. Kung ihahambing sa iba pang mga lathala ay nasabing sabay naganap ang unang misa at ang pagtatayo ng krus. Kaya naman ito ang kanilang pinanghahawakan. Another additional evidence, there were excavated balanghay boats that were used by the Filipinos back then, which they believe were used to travel or transport the locals for worship services. Isa din ng balanghay boats sa nagpatatag ng paniniwala ng mga pro-Butuan. Nakahukay sila ng boat which is pinaniniwalaan nilang ginagamit na transportation ng mga Pilipino upang ma-transfer sila sa lugar kung saan nila ginaganap ang mga worship services nila.
Both sides of the claims allege that the Magellan expedition reached the 2 places, which are the Limasawa and Butuan. Also, both of them agree that the first mass was held at Masawa. But when it comes to the proof of their evidences, let's take a look at their sources. In Limasawa claim, they rely on primary sources. They depend on the testimonies of 2 persons that are physically present during the mass. On the other hand, Butuan claims has no definite sources. They only rely on interpreted evidences and their beliefs.
Reflection. According to our understanding of the research process, each claim provided evidence in a different way, but only one was successful. And the claim that provided us with the most clarity is the Limasawa claim. Since it has strong points, there are people who confirm and gave evidence based on what they wrote in their journals during their expedition, where exactly the first mass took place in the Philippines, and it is Antonio Pigafetta and Francisco Albo. Because what they wrote fit the said location with the help of the National Historical Commission, it matched with the assistance of modern navigational instruments that were used to interpret the account of Pigafetta and Francisco Albo. The Butuan claim, on the other hand, is based on beliefs and other evidence that there is proof that a boat was discovered that was used for worship services. For us, this may be true, but it has not yet been verified. Therefore, in our judgment, the claim supported by sufficient facts and validated by our specialists is more compelling to us.